Dave Johnson here with Day Trade the Markets. Today is Thursday, May the 18th, 2017. We're looking at a 1-minute chart of the E-mini S&P. It's the June contract. It's the last trading day for the June contract. Tomorrow we'll switch over to the September contract. So I've just been filled here at 2365.75. You can see that right here. Now the reasoning, and by the way, I've put these two lines, these two blue lines here. It's the only thing I've done manually on the chart today. I've placed this line here, and I'll just shift the chart over a little bit so you can see yesterday. You can see that yesterday the market, when it went down here, made a new low for the day, had a good bounce here, and so that would be kind of the intraday swing high before it sold off late in the day, and then of course followed through here where it opened here today. So I was identifying this as a likely area of resistance. And also this area is a likely area of support, although it was and by the way, this line here represents the low of a buying gap that was formed a couple of weeks ago. So this was a known area of potential support down here and a known area of potential resistance going into the day. So you can see early in the day we did test down here, ran right up to this resistance, backed off, and now we're in here. So I'll just move it over a little bit here for a moment. So we did come up and test a little bit above here. By the way, the blue bar and the green bar, those are aggressive buying, and the red bar and the magenta bar, those are aggressive selling. So we've had, pretty good aggressive buying all the way up here. It did attempt to aggressively sell off here, but you can see absolutely no follow through on that red bar, and then it went up and made a new high. But when it did make that new high and just probed a little bit above our resistance area, it immediately turned around. We had some follow through on this selling here, and then we got very aggressive selling in here down to the known intraday support area before bumping up, but we were not able to make a new high here. We didn't make a new low here yet either. But what I'm anticipating is that this high is still going to hold, which is why I've decided to get short here just below this last probe higher. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a protective buy stop. We're short from 65.75. The high of the day right now is at 67.50. So I'm going to put a protective buy stop at 68.25 or 68.50. Put a buy stop there. Let's see, that's a point above the high of the day, and it's a stop of 2 3/4 points. What I will also do is put in a buy limit to buy half the position back at, I'm going to put it right in here, 62.75. That'll give us a 3-point profit on half of the position. And it's also down towards where the likely support is sort of this boxed in area here, which is identified by the Day Trade the Market software. Likely resistance up here, likely support down here. So we got everything in place. For the sake of keeping this recording as short as possible, I'll pause it now and pick it up when needed. Okay, just resuming the recording here. The market has come down and hit our objective. We have not yet been filled, but I am going to go ahead. I put a marker on here. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that stop down to break even now that the market has moved these 3 points in our favor. So I just want to bring you up to date on that, and should we get filled here, hopefully we will shortly, I'll restart the recording. Okay, we just got filled on that, as you can see, so I need to adjust the stop once again. We bought back 2 of the 4 contracts that we got short, so the stop now has to be obviously for just 2. I think I'm going to lower this stop just a little bit. You can see here that we've got some fairly aggressive selling in here, this red bar, and now we're probing at least, or moving. It may be a probe, it may not be, below this magenta bar and down into this next area of support. So it's moved down to what, 61 from roughly 64. So I'm going to just lower the stop here just down to the top of that red bar. We can see what we're doing here on this trade, and then I'll put this marker in here. We'll just follow it that way. So I'll once again pause the recording. Okay, the market, I just started the recording again. Market has made another couple of paint bars here. This red one now magenta. So the top of this magenta, is we like to use the software as well. The high of that is at 63, so I'm going to lower the stop now to 63.50. Just make that adjustment there, and I'll also move that marker there. So hopefully the market stalling out here now, trying to break lower. Hopefully we can come down to even as low as down into this area here, and test towards this consolidation area here. So we're just going to use a trailing stop on the second half of the position here. Although I think what I will do, come to think of it, a likely area of support is where this consolidation took place, and you can see that the market did form one of our trade location zones, one of our boxes in here. This is the top of it here, so I could see the market getting down to this area in here, and perhaps having a bit of a bounce. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in order here at 59.75 to buy one contract back. Okay, so we'll do that. That'll give us a nice. We're short from 65 to 59, so that'll give us a nice 6-point profit on that one contract, and then we can continue to adjust the protective buy stop should the market continue to sell off. So I'll pause it here and pick it up when needed. Okay, just restarting the recording again. We just hit our marker here, so we're, as you can see here, we're down to one contract. So I need to make this adjustment here and bring this down to 1. I'll just pause the recording for a moment. Just to follow up there, I don't know if I'm getting this recording done right, but at any rate, I have placed the protective buy stop right here at 63.50, 23.63.50. So put a marker right in there. So anyway, that's all I wanted to update you on, and I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. We've had a bit of a dip here after that bounce, so I'm going to make an adjustment on the stop. That bounce hit it up at 62. So I'm going to lower the stop to 62.50 from 63.50, and I'll just place that marker in there as well. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. I'm going to make another adjustment here. You can see that we've had another this is the lightest of the 3 aggression selling bars. We got one here, so on the top of that, or the high of that, is at 23.60 even. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the stop to 23.60.50, and I'll also adjust the marker right there too. So just wanted to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. You can see our marker right here was just hit a moment ago, right there at 60.50. So we had our entry in here up at 65.75. We got a half of the position, which was 2 of the contracts down here for 3 points. Got another 3 points, so 6 points on the third contract, and on the fourth contract we got what would that be? 6. That's 5 1/4 points. So a nice trade. I think the thing that was important in this case is that we knew going into the day likely areas of support and resistance, and we had a good way of also entering the trade based on the day's action as to whether or not we wanted to be a seller or a buyer. We were able to get into the trade up in here after we had failed here to make a new high. If you recall, we were talking about early in the video, and then it came down. We were able to get short here. This was a great fill. Obviously, not all our fills are this great, but we did know that we get a resistance in this area up in here, sort of this boxed area in here, with the green support here and the resistance up in here, that the resistance would likely hold for those other reasons, and then we're able to get short here and be able to participate in this down auction. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this live trade video. Remember, tomorrow we're switching to the September contract in the E-mini S&P. So if you'd like to get any further information, you can contact us at info@daytradethemarkets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.